Here's a little thumbnail moment, a little YouTuber moment, just YouTuber things. I had grander ideas for this video, but my editing softwares are systematically down and I'm very hungry with a limited amount of time. So today I'm going to talk to you about 12 books that I feel most inclined to read before the ball drops. First off, we have the Booker Prize shortlist. I thought they were going to announce it in December and then they didn't. They announced it like 2 weeks ago and that was super crazy for me. I attempted to order the 7 Moons of Almeida from Depository, which is the winner, for like $30, and then they decided to cancel my order and not really give me an explanation. And then I saw that it was like very much so available in stock for $12 on their website, and I was like, can I get an exchange? And they were like, no, because we refunded you before we told you that we canceled your order. And this all happened like 6 weeks after I ordered the book initially. So that was really adorable. That was so cute. Anyway, our first book, Glory by No Violet Bulawayo. Glory is a animal farm retelling that takes place in Zimbabwe, or at least that's how it's being marketed. I heard one review that said that it was less of a retelling and more of like a political-esque book that also featured animals. I have not read the book and therefore cannot comment. The Trees by Percival Everett. I talked about The Trees in my Comic-Con haul video. You can find that on the enters of net. But in short, The Trees is about a series of murders that take place in the South where the victim is the same Emmett Till lookalike every single time, but also somehow this book is funny. Treacle Walker by Alan Garner. All the descriptions of this book that I could find are just a series of fluffy adjectives that tell you absolutely nothing about the plot or the intention behind the writing. But what I've been able to pull is that it is part myth and part folklore and very short. So why not? Am I right, ladies? Okay, let's go. Next one. Okay. Oh, William by Elizabeth Strout. I heard the girlies love Miss Strout. I heard she's a banger. She eats all of that fun stuff. My understanding of this book pre-read is that a woman and her husband are like super dope, super chill, vibes are immaculate, but she doesn't really know him that well. He's a standoff guy. So when he invites her to figure out some family nonsense, she's like, what? That's like me? That's like, but somehow this book is about life and like introspection and whatnot. Small Things by Claire Keegan. The description of this book is very minimal and very vague, so I am just going to read it. It is 1985 in an Irish town. During the weeks leading up to Christmas, Bill Furlong, a coal and timber merchant, faces into his busiest season. As he does the round, he feels the past rising up to meet him and encounters the complicit silences of people controlled by the church. That's it. That's what we got to work with, guys. This 1619 Project. A white woman came into my job and explained to us an entirely black staff that her and her entirely Caucasian book club read this book and were taken back by what they found in their readings. I'll have more on this story in the future, but as a black person, I wanted to see for myself what was being discussed and found in the 1619 Project. The 1619 Project is a collection of essays highlighting the narrative of slavery and its influence on the country of America for the past 403 years. So, seems pretty chill. Seems like a slow time. Babel by the baddest who ever lived, R.F. Kuang. You already know why we're here. Babel is, if you somehow found this specific video if you found the corner of the internet that is this channel, I'm assuming you know what this is about. There's language, there's dark academia, there's people of color, it's 500 pages, it's the talk of the town, and also R.F. Kuang is a fictional character. I want you to click off of this video, like and subscribe first, and look at that woman's accolades because she is more built different than Optimus Prime. Kindred by Octavia Butler. Kindred is about a young black woman named Dana who is repeatedly drawn back in time against her will into like antebellum South. And with each pullback, her trips get longer and longer to the point where she's like, wow, am I gonna like die before I was even born? Yeah. Like, wouldn't that be crazy if I like die like 300 years before I was actually like conceived? Wouldn't that be crazy? FX and Hulu have made a TV adaptation that comes out in December, and I wanted to engage with the gospel text before I pulled up, as my close friend Don Tolliver would say. On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous by Ocean Vuong. I'm quite literally the last person on the planet to read this book, and frankly, if you're looking for a booktuber who sets trends, who rides that trend wave, I am not her. This is This is not she. I will constantly and forever be 36 years behind the timeline. In short, the go-to description of this book is that this is a book that is a letter from a son to a mother who cannot read English, but you already knew that. Ocean Vuong is, why would let Ocean Vuong punch me in the throat with no complaints? And if I complete this book by the end of the year, Ocean Vuong will be my most read author of 2022. Shout out to Storygraph. The Salt Eaters by Toni K. Bambara. In short, The Salt Eaters is about a community of Black people who explore the healing properties of salt, and on one of their trips they witnessed something that is so disgusting, that's so vile, or at least that's how I don't think it's actually, like, I don't know if it's scary. Apparently, like, some people vibe with it, some people didn't. You know, I just haven't had the opportunity to vibe check the situation yet, but that's the outline of the story. I haven't heard a lot about Toni K. Bambara or this book outside of Black literary circles, so I'm excited to dive in and be a part of that discussion online. Also, The Salt Eaters is a Black-owned bookstore in California, so check it out. Super chill people. And last but not least, Black Skin, White Man by Fran Zanin, which is essentially an analysis of the Black psyche within the confines of a white world, which is just, you know, like, that's, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, that's what we're looking for. That's the conversation we are desperately trying to have in this present day. But that's it for me, guys. I'm gonna keep it soft and sweet and short this week. I'm super excited about the content coming up, but in the meantime, keep with the books. Stacks. Skibidi-boo-doo.